Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Mad Party deck that just made top 4 at the Chill TCG event. That was actually a few days ago at this point, as we're just doing like one video a day, getting a bunch of these done in one day. So this Mad Party deck, super cool, has been seeing a lot of success recently. So it's pretty standard Mad Party list. Level Ball really did give it a new very good tool to work with in this format. So definitely pretty cool deck. Of course, the whole deck is centered around using Mad Party, discarding as many of these Mad Party Pokemon as possible, and just attacking for loads of damage. We got Bunnelby and Polteageist as our main attackers. Dedenne and Mr. Rime are basically must-haves because they have the Mad Party attack and will boost your damage. We've got a lot of search cards. We got 4 Quick Ball, 4 Level Ball, 4 Great Ball, and an Evolution Incense. At search, we got a Dedenne and 3 Dedenne and 1 Crobat and an Oranguru for some draw. We got Heavy Great Catcher, 2 of those, and then we got 4 Research. Just a very aggressive deck, does not focus on disruption whatsoever. Just to do as much damage as you possibly can, as fast as you can, which is super cool, especially as a 1-prize deck. Polteageist has the T-Break attack, which also boosts consistency. We have Mew to help with Urshifu and Templezard matchup. We've got Air Balloon, U-Turn Board to just move our Pokemon around every turn without having to play a switch. Giovanni's Exile can remove Dedenne-GX, Crobat V, or even Dedenne or Bunnelby that are unwanted from our board. And sometimes, I guess, Polteageist. We've got a Pal Pad just to get back Boss's Orders or Giovanni's Exile. Great Catcher, of course, for Gust, as well as Boss's Orders. And that's pretty much the whole deck. We got an Ordinary Rod to get stuff back, but pretty linear deck. Just deal a bunch of damage, draw a bunch of cards, and we're just going to go ahead and give this a spin on the ladder. Before we do, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel. It really does help us out. Check out those other links in the description, and let's just get into a game. So this deck is kind of going to struggle against heavy hand disruption, but anything that doesn't run a lot of hand disruption, it actually does pretty well against. So that's a lot of Pokemon, but that is not necessarily a bad thing, because we can just drop the Dedenne-GX, and there we go. That is plus 60 damage. It looks like we're going to be up against ADP, which is definitely a pretty tough matchup. Sinistea, probably one of our better starters, going second, and also a Bunnelby. We are going to need to do as much damage as possible to this ADP as fast as possible. I'm not sure why they scooped that up. We'll go ahead and roll, of course, another game or 2. Got some coins though, that's nice. Not sure why our opponent scooped there, but anyways, like I was saying, will not do great against like hand disruption decks. But does pretty well against decks that kind of just leave you alone. It does fine against like ADP. It does pretty well against a lot of fire decks. It also does like pretty well against stuff like Pikarom, even though they do run like heavy disruption. It's still like a pretty good match. All right, so this hand is okay. We have Bunnelby, we have energy. We're going second. Hopefully we can find like some decent stuff turn 1. Looks like we're going to be up against some sort of Ashen deck. Maybe it is Ashen Luke Metal, or maybe it's just like straight Ashen or ADP. Okay, so they just Intrepid Sword, nothing, no energies. So I think we just go ahead and attach and data change. We find Great Ball. Let's go ahead and play this. Grab Mr. Rime. Discarded. I don't want to discard any more energy than we need to. We'll get a Sinistea. Attach Air Balloon here, and we'll Mad Party. Not going to do very much damage, but every hit is very relevant with this deck. So even 40 damage can sometimes make a big difference. So it looks like we're going to be up against Corviknight, actually, which could be a little bit of a sketchy matchup if we don't draw very well, but we'll definitely try our best. So they got Bronzor. I think probably the hardest thing about this matchup is that they can just, like, Cheryl. They can heal all of their damage, which is definitely pretty sketchy. They just go for an attachment and a Marnie. I'm fine with the Marnie, so long as we can, like, draw, like, a supporter or Dedenne or a Crobat or something to work with. Ooh, this is not great, actually. Pretty bad, in fact. We're definitely going to need to draw out of this if possible. They go for a Crobat. They just go for another Intrepid Sword, so that does give us another turn to work with. All this damage reduction is definitely really tough to work around, though. Let's see, Great Ball. Oh, man, that's not anything good. We'll just bench another Sinistea. And we just got a Mad Party for 10 damage, which is definitely not what we want to be doing here. Hopefully they don't use Luke Metal, because that would be really tough. Maybe they, like, somehow don't knock us out. But this is just not good. Okay, so they do get a knockout if they want to claim it. And our hand is just dead right now. It really is. This is really unfortunate. So it looks like they are going to be aiming to use Brave Blade this turn. Okay, so they actually go for Boss's Orders onto our Dedenne-GX. I'm perfectly fine with that because our hand is terrible. So we get an at least attack for 10 damage. Going to bring up this Bunnelby. Alright, that is a fantastic top deck. We're just going to go straight for the Dedenne-GX, get rid of this hand, and hopefully we can draw some good cards. Okay, this is actually really nice. Let's go ahead and I guess we can Pal Pad the research back in. It's Level Ball. Grab the Dedenne. We will attach U-Turn Board to the Dedenne-GX and Professor's Research. See if we can get some more Mad Partiers. Okay. T-Rake, discard Mr. Rime. So we will be dealing some damage this turn. Not enough. Definitely not as much as we want to be doing, but still no KO, only doing 90 damage here. Can't Brave Blade though, so maybe he just doesn't have a switch? I don't know. His hand is huge though, so almost certainly does. And I guess this is where the deck really falters, because you just cannot disrupt your opponent. And so if they just have a huge hand with everything they need, you're just gonna lose. And they actually opt to Marnie here, so that looks like they did not have a switch in their hand. Alright, this is a pretty good hand. That Oranguru might have been useful last turn. They just got their Corviknight out. So hopefully they like miss Cheryl next turn. But this is not looking good. Yeah, we really need to be KOing. This station needs to be gone already. Otherwise, like, maybe we can go like KO Dedenne, KO Ashen, KO Crobat or something. Some like line of play that works like that. We are a Great Catcher and a boss down already though, so that actually will not happen. This is just really unfortunate, to be honest. They just go for the G-Max Hurricane. It can't use G-Max Hurricane again, though. So I guess, like, no, I mean, because this exists. So, bring this up, because it is for a treat. bench this. Level Ball. Let's go ahead and Primate Wisdom, the boss on top of the deck. Find Great Ball. Alright, that's nice. Professor's Research. I don't really want to use any more than that because we'll probably deck out at that point. Mad Party, hope they somehow don't have their Cheryl. We're doing 240 damage, which is definitely pretty good. It just is not enough here. We're just gonna lose. I guess we will stick this game out just to see how like close we could have gotten if we KO'd this Ashen. But yeah, let's see. Maybe they just never find anything. I don't know. There's another VMAX, so gotta get around that now. Metal Transfer. Yep. And there's a Marnie. Okay. Now, if we had Sully to just do a little more damage, we could win this. Also, we don't have an energy, so that's not ideal. Evolution Incense. Find an energy, bench this. Attach here. Bad Party. Okay. So we get 2 prizes, and Crobat, yeah. Okay, so assuming that we had somehow managed to KO that Ashen, we probably could have won this game, but we were just bricked for a turn or two, so that was just really unfortunate. So I guess we just bring up the Bunnelby. Unfortunately, we don't win. Of course, we can just like Crobat out our deck, attach, boss the Corviknight, and there we go. If we were able to KO this Ashen, we would have won the game. We'll get our 3 prizes. So, kind of unfortunate. But, actually, let's go ahead and roll one more game. Alright, yeah, let's roll one more game. Lose the coin flip, that's okay. This hand is not great, but we are going second, so. Psi Power is like an attack they could use, I guess. So it looks like we're up against a Porygon deck. Maybe like Cramer at Porygon? Yeah, that looks like it. That's what it actually is gonna be here. Interesting. Gonna put Porygon into the deck to grab Crobat. Yep. That's kind of interesting, because, like, they've calmed twice. Got Recycle Energy there. Okay, so let's Great Ball, see what we find. Definitely gonna want a Bunnelby here, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and go for a Sinistea. And Professor's Research. Okay. So I believe we come just short of the knockout, unless we want to go Dedenne, which I don't really see a reason not to. Definitely gonna want the Mew down here. Dedenne-GX. Treat into this. I'm not going to Pal Pad just yet. Let's go ahead and Quick Ball the Dedenne, grab another one. And we will Mad Party for knockouts, set ourselves up decently for next turn. Got a Sinistea off the prizes, which is not ideal, but probably fine. So I assume, I don't even know, do you evolve here? Or do you just, no, I mean, he can't attack unless he evolves. So, we shall see. Goes for Capture Energy, so that's going to be a Porygon, so actually not going to be able to attack this turn. Goes for a Boss's Orders. Maybe we should not have put down the U-Turn Board. But I think we still we'll just evolve one of them and research after, like, using Pal Pad, I guess. That's fine. Try and KO this cramer, or at least deal some decent damage to it. Level Ball. Okay, this is not great. Let's go and T-break, discard this. Alright, so this is not really a hand we can work with, so we're just gonna pass. I guess if our opponent KOs the active, then we can just come in, two-shot cramer, VMAX, whatever. So this is fine, I think. They got their Porygon down. Going for Crazy Code. Currently, we have 8 Mad Party Pokemon in the discard pile. Now, I don't think they want a Spit Shot here. Gonna go for Professor's Research. Crazy Code once again. Get some energy onto the bench. Cramerats, of course. Okay, so got another Porygon down. That doesn't really matter. see what they decide to do. If they have to like spit shot the active, which is fine, or if they have like a VMAX they want to evolve into. Either way, I think is fine for us. It's definitely still winnable. Okay, so they actually just go for the spit shot into the active. That's fine. I guess we'll bring up Bunnelby, because it does have free retreat. That back in. So we got 8 Pokemon right now. I guess we have to research. Get the KO on the active. Alright. And we'll just mad party. And they scoop. I guess they probably just, they realized they were going to be outpaced. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That's where I'm going to end it. The deck is really fun. I don't think it's top tier. It's obviously quite good. I'm definitely not the best pilot. Like I said in my last video, go check that out if you haven't already. I'm not a huge fan of decks that really have no control over the game. In terms of their like opponent's hand and stuff, but if this is your type of deck, definitely go for it. It's super fun and it's pretty good once you get a solid understanding of the deck. I of course have not played it that much, but I highly suggest everyone tries it out. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, helps us out a ton. But that's gonna do it for me today, and I will see you next time.